Hi. So today we'll see about formulation of LPP, linear programming problem. We will learn to frame a question by looking at the given information. Now let's look at our first question. This question states a manufacturing firm produces two gadgets A and B. Okay, and both of these gadgets have to be processed in two shops, foundry shop and machine shop, and the timing is given in the table, right? So gadget A requires 10 hours in foundry shop and 5 hours in machine shop. Exactly in the same way, gadget B requires 6 hours in foundry shop and 4 hours in machine shop. The total hours available in each shop is given as 60 and 35. The question in fact is bigger than the answer. The answer is just of few lines. Let's look at how it is solved. First of all, the products of the company are gadgets A and B, right? So we'll assume our variables now. So number of gadgets A produced be X and number of gadget B produced be Y. Okay, so X and Y are our variables. X is the number of gadget A produced and B is the number of gadget B which is produced. Okay, now the company earns a profit of 30 rupees on each unit of gadget A, right? So the profit for gadget A will be 30x as it produces X units of gadget A. Similarly, 1 unit of B gives 20 rupees of profit, so Y units will give 20 Y units of profit. Okay, and we have to formulate an LPP to maximize the profit. So now how to frame our answer? We have to maximize. We'll take a new variable Z is equal to 30x plus 20y. Okay, now there are other informations which are given that are restrictions. We cannot produce 200 units of A and 300 units of B and so on. There are certain restrictions which are given, that is the time availability. Okay, we have limited time available and within that time we have to produce maximum amount of A and B. Now how do we find the limitations or the conditions or the constraints? Now the best way of doing it, use a pencil to mark X and Y in the table. Now just look at the table. We have produced X units of A and Y units of gadget B, right? So we'll write down X and Y there. Now in the complete row of X, I'll mention X in each column. So in foundry shop it becomes 10x and machine shop it becomes 5x. Similarly, in the complete row of B, I'll write down Y, 6y, 4y. Now if you look at the column of foundry shop, the time required for producing gadget A is 10x and producing gadget B is 6y. So the total time required in foundry shop is 10x plus 6y. But the time available in foundry shop is just 60 hours. Okay, so we cannot use more than 60 hours. We can use less than 60 hours but not more than it. Okay, so the inequation sign there will be less than or equal to. So our first condition is 10x plus 6y is less than equal to 60. Exactly in the same way, the machine shop requires 5x time for the gadget A, 4y time for the gadget B. And the total time available, okay, is 35 hours. Hence, the inequation will be 5x plus 4y is less than equal to 35. So whenever there is an availability, okay, or limited availability of any variable, it might be time, it might be rupees, then the inequation will be less than or equal to. Now, apart from these two conditions, there will be two more conditions that will be x greater than 0 and y greater than equal to 0. This is because we cannot produce negative number of gadgets, right? Either we can produce 0 gadgets or positive gadgets, positive number of gadgets. So this is the solution for the question. It is just like in case of English, we convert non-verbal into verbal, right? So we do the same here. We convert the word problem into equations. Now, let us go further. Let us look at the next question. The next question states there's a printing company which prints two type of magazines, A and B. The company earns 10 rupees and 15 rupees on both these magazines per copy. Now there's information given about magazine A, that is required 2 hours on machine 1, 5 hours on machine 2 and 2 hours on machine 3 and so on, right? Now in this question the table is not mentioned. So let us now prepare a table for this question. Now there are two magazines A and B, and there are 3 machines 1, 2 and 3. Now by reading the question we will now fill out the table. Now magazine A requires 2 hours on machine 1, 5 hours on machine 2 and 2 hours on machine 3, right? So in front of magazine A I have written 2, 5 and 2, right? The time required for each machine. Similarly, magazine B requires 3 hours on machine 1, 2 hours on machine 2 and 6 hours on machine 3. I fill it out in the table. And finally, the time availability for all the 3 machines is given. That is 36, 50 and 60. Okay, I will fill that as well. Also, the profit for the magazines is given. The profit per magazine of type A is 10 rupees and for type B is 15 rupees. Now once the table is prepared, we can start with our normal process. Let the number of magazines A produced be X, number of magazine B produced be Y. Now what will be the profit here? One magazine of type A gives you 10 rupees. So there are X total magazines produced of type A. So the profit will be 10X. Similarly, 1 unit of B gives you 15 rupees. So profit will be 15Y. So we have to maximize this profit. And the conditions, if you look at machine 1, the first condition will be 2x plus 3y is less than equal to 36. If you look at machine 2, 5x plus 2y less than equal to 50. 2x, machine 3, 2x plus 6y is less than equal to 60. And the two additional constraints, x greater than equal to 0, y greater than equal to 0, because we cannot produce negative magazines. Okay, so this is how LPP is formulated. This is how we frame a question. Okay, now let us look at one more question. In cattle breeding farm, it is prescribed that a food ration must contain 14, 22 and 1 unit of nutrients A, B and C. Now a cattle should be given at least 14 units of nutrient A, 22 units of nutrient B and 1 unit of nutrient C. So this is the minimum requirement for a cattle. Okay, there are two types of foods which are available, the two types of fodder which are available for the cattle, fodder 1 and fodder 2. Now the amount of nutrients present in each fodder is already given in the table, and the cost of fodder is given. 1 unit of fodder A cost rupees 3 and 1 unit of fodder B cost rupees 2. Now we have to formulate an LPP to minimize the cost. Okay, now here the cost is given and we have to minimize it. Now again, let the number of units of fodder 1 purchased be X and fodder 2 purchased be Y. Now one fodder requires 3 rupees. So X fodders will require 3X rupees. Similarly, each unit of fodder 2 requires 2 rupees. So Y units will require 2Y rupees. So that will be the cost which we have to minimize. So minimize Z is equal to 3X plus 2Y. Now the conditions. Now you can see, you can extend the table where the minimum requirement is given. Okay, the minimum requirement for the cattle is 14 units of nutrient A, 22 units of nutrient B and 1 unit of nutrient C. Now if you look at your first row of nutrient A, we get 2x plus y. Minimum requirement of nutrient A is 14. Now we cannot give the cattle less than 14 units of nutrient A, right? Because if we give less, the cattle might fall ill or it might die, right? So either we have to give more nutrients to it or at least 14 nutrients to it. So here the inequation sign will be greater than or equal to. Okay, so remember, whenever minimum requirement is given, we have the sign will be greater than equal to. Or in the previous question where the availability of time or rupees is given, we have to write less than or equal to. Okay. So similarly for the nutrient B, the another constraint will be 2x plus 3y greater than equal to 22. The last constraint, x plus y is greater than equal to 1. And remember the last two constraints, x greater than equal to 0, y greater than equal to 0, because we cannot purchase negative units of folder A and folder B. Okay. So this is how we formulate an LPP.